Hello everyone. So in the last session, we have created pacman and we have given that it motion and my pacman was also eating dots. What next? Let me show you what next. So this is what we had already created as per the last session. Let me run it and see if it is working fine or not. We have pacman which is moving left, right, up and down with arrow keys and it is also eating the dots. What next? Next, in today's session, we are going to create phantoms. We will give them motion. So we will have our phantoms, we will give them motions, we will work on scores. My pacman, when it is eating the dots, it will start scoring. And if it touches the phantom, it will lose a life. So in today's session, we are going to create phantoms. We will work on scoring. We will make the phantoms move here and there. And we will also work on the lives. And my game will also be ended. See, so game will also be over. So let's get started quickly. As the first step, I want some phantoms to be drawn. So again, I will go to animation and I will show some of my drawing skills. So draw your own animation. Let me pick a color. Maybe this one could be of green color. Green is okay. So this phantom is of green color. Let me start drawing it. I hope I will be able to draw some decent phantom. But here you need to use your own drawing skills. Yeah, so we have one of the phantom ready. Let me name this as phantom 1. Okay, so what I will do again I will make a copy of it and I will just change the color of this phantom. So instead of green color, this time probably I can give it a red color. So take this and fill it red. I have another phantom ready. Yes, this one also needs to be painted red. So this is my second phantom. I will again make a copy of phantom 2. Make a copy of it and again I will just change the color. If you want, you can draw different phantoms with different type of shapes. Your imagination, you can freely use your imagination as you wish to. Okay, one thing important, we need to resize them. All the phantoms needs to be resized and cropped basically, so that they occupy only the necessary space. So we have 3 phantom, 1 more to go. Make a copy and change the color. So which color? Okay, yellow. Let it be yellow for this time. Okay, so we have 4 phantoms ready. What next? Yes, definitely we will have to create phantom sprite. So we will start creating our phantoms. So we will start creating our phantom sprites. We have already drawn it. So let me start writing the code. Variable phantom 1, I'm just naming it as P1. We can't use for loop here. Why? Because my sprites are not same. We are using the 4 different sprites. In case of dots, we were using the same sprite. So we could use the array and for loop. But here we have 4 different sprites. So we will not be able to use for loop. And we will be creating the 4 different phantom sprites by different code. So this could be, let me guess the position. I want it here, maybe 160 and 170. I will go with. So 160 and 170. Let's give it an animation. Set animation, phantom 1. Let's see if we need to resize it. Yes, definitely we need to resize it. It's very big. So I will resize it to maybe 0.2. Yeah, 0.2 is good enough. Maybe we can make it 0.25 as well. So you see according to the size of your phantom that how much you need to scale it. Yes, 0.525 is good enough. Similarly, we will create the rest of the 4 sprites for phantom. For now, I'm making a copy paste of this code, but yes, we will change the position and name and other stuff as needed quickly. So that will be quick after 160, 70, probably here. So that will be 210 and 70. And the animation will be phantom 2. p2.setAnimation it will be. So let's do the changes quickly to all the 4 phantoms. Phantom 3, what should be the position? Somewhere here to begin with. So that will be 160 and 195. Phantom 3 is the animation. This is going to be P3. Make sure that you are using the animation name as you have given it. If your animation names are different, you will have to give different names. Okay, so let's see if my phantoms are placed at proper location or not. Yes, my phantoms are placed at proper location. What next? Next, I want my phantoms to move around here and there. So for that, we will give them some velocity. So let me give some random velocity to all these 4 phantoms. We will give them a random velocity. Why random velocity? So that every time the game is being played, the phantoms behave differently. They should not always, behave the same way. So we will give them different velocities all the time. So we will give them velocity x and velocity y. That will be a random number between maybe -4 to 4. Similarly, y velocity. So again, I will copy paste these 2 lines of code and apply it for all the 4 phantoms. Okay, let's reset and run it. Test it. You should always keep on testing your code. Yes. So my phantoms, all the 4 phantoms are going in different directions with different velocities. What next? The way we stopped this pacman to move over these bars or the maze walls, we should stop these phantoms as well. We need to stop these phantoms to move over these maze walls. So what we will do? How we had done it for pacman, let's see it. This is how we had done it for pacman, because we say pacman.collide walls. So pacman is colliding with walls and it is not going over the walls. Same thing I should do for all the phantoms as well. So I think the easier way could be we can create a group that will store all the 4 phantoms. It will be easier because whatever operation function we want to apply, we will apply it on all the phantoms. So better to create a group that will, into which we will add all these 4 phantoms, and then to this group we can assign either a velocity, or we can perform operation like collision, or we can see if it is touching with the pacman. So that entire operation or all the functions could be done on a group. We need not to do it on each and every phantom. So here we will create a group. Variable phantoms is equals to create group. So there is a difference between groups and array. A group may contain different sprite, different type of sprite. So for example, here, if you go to animation, your phantoms are actually 4 different animations. So your group may contain different sprite with different animations, while your array always contain different sprite. They should have the same animation also. So this is the difference between group and array. Don't get confused. So here we are creating a group. Then this is how we create a group. So here we create a group to which I have given a name phantoms. It could be, any name you want to give. So what we will do now, as soon as we create the sprite, we will add this sprite to the group of phantoms. I call it group of phantoms. The command to add a sprite to group is add. Okay, so similarly, I will make a copy paste. I will make a copy paste of this and apply it for all the 4 phantoms. Be very sure when you are making copy paste, there should not be any copy paste mistake. What is the meaning of copy paste mistake? You did copy paste but forgot to make the required changes. It should not happen. Otherwise, your program may not work as needed. So what we have done, we have created a variable, a group variable named phantom, to which I have added these 4 phantom sprites. Next, what do we want? We want when these phantoms start moving, these walls should block them. These walls should block them. They should not be able to go beyond the wall. So what is the function using which we can do this? We can do this using BounceOff function. For pacman, we have used collide because we want this pacman to stop. But we do not want phantoms to stop. So we will not use collide. Rather, we will use BounceOff. With BounceOff, these phantoms will actually bounce off from the walls and move into the opposite direction. So let's see how. So here we are applying this BounceOff function to the group, and then it will become applicable to all the sprites which are added to this particular group. And again, my target is also a sprite group in this case. My target is also a sprite group, which is walls. So we say when the phantoms are bouncing off with walls, all the phantoms inside this group phantoms bounce off with all the walls inside this group walls. I think there is a spelling mistake of phantoms. Let me check what is the spelling of my group. So let me correct it because yes, the T was extra. Phantoms. Okay, so this yellow sign is gone. So we have written the code so that my phantoms bounce off with the walls. Let's see how it is working. Okay, so do you see my phantoms are now bouncing off from the walls? 2 of them could move out. 2 of them are still trying to come off the this compartment. This is how we want it to be, right? This is how we want it to be, that the phantoms are actually coming out slowly and gradually. So 2 have gone in the up direction, 1 in the down direction, and another one is still trying to come out. But there is one problem. I have 2 green phantoms. So let me see what is the problem. Maybe I have not assigned them the right animation. So number 3 and number 1. Yeah, see, this is again number 1. So it has to be number 4. So this is called copy paste mistake. I was telling you about copy paste mistake. I did a copy paste, but forgot or missed to do some required changes.